خوش آمدید پس به برنامه افغانستان Illustrated Sochi 2004 Edition Olympics. منال از باره سپید سکیتینگ یک ذره گپ میزنیم. سپید سکیتینگ یک سپورت المپیک است و بین 4-5 کمپیتیتورز و یکی از تیزترین سپورت هست و بین مثل دویدن به سر یخ است. Also called quad speed skating. با یک long track است، یک ترک دراز است. اولین دفعه پاپولار شده بود با نیدرلندز، باز چمپیون ها از استریا، کانادا، چین، فنلند، جرمنی، ژاپن، ایتالیا، نروژ، ساوت کره، روسیه و سویدن و چک ریپابلیک. بعد از او امریکا. 65 تا 70 کیلومتر تیز میرن، تقریبا 40 تا 43 miles per hour. سپید سکیتینگ فیچر شده با وینتر المپیکس. این شروع شده بود به 1924. باز اولین پروگرامش برای زنا بود به 1960. بیاین یک کلیپ است ببینیم از باره سپید سکیتینگ. هم از این کلیپ ها میدونین که اصلا از ونکوور است، که از 2010 و من این کلیپ ها رو نشان میدم که چی میشه که ببینین روز پنجشنبه بخیر که المپیک زمستانی بخیر وقتی که شروع شده. خود از این سپید سکیتینگ بسیار پاهای قوی کار داره و یکی از چمپیون های امریکایی است که به نام اپولو اونو که بسیار مشهور است. ما یک کلیپ داریم که نشان میده که چه قسم ورزش میکنه و چه قسم تمرین میکنه و بسیار جالب است. کسایی که میخواین وزن ببازن، اگر اکسرسایزش میخواین بکنین، تنها یک زینه کار دارین که سرش کار کنین. یک کلیپ داره که براتون نشان میدیم از چمپیون امریکا اپولو اونو.
We got to the Olympic Oval in Salt Lake City on time, but Apollo was already hard at work. He's warmed up and clocked in some time on a stationary bike, and he was now doing something called turn belt exercises.
Okay, so the turn belt, we take this long belt, which is essentially, it looks like a seat belt. I wrap it around my waist, and whoever's holding me wraps around his waist, and he provides tension. So I basically simulate the lean that I'm going to have on the ice. You know, our sport is so unorthodox in the way you have to train for it. All the small, intricate little muscles, your core, your lower back, your hips, your quads, your calves, your ankles, your knees. I mean, everything has to work in synchronicity, and that's one of the exercises that really helps with that.
The U.S. speed skating team had a 12-hour day the day before, and although they were sore, it didn't appear to slow them down. After training on the track, they prepped to get on the ice. You'll see why in a minute, but if the molding or the blades of these custom-made boots change at all, even a tiny difference could cost the skater a race.
The equipment is like one of the most important parts of short track. You can be the fittest guy, the strongest guy, train the hardest, and it means absolutely nothing if you get on the ice and you can't put it together because your equipment's holding you back.
It's gonna hurt. It's a challenge to catch these skaters on camera, mostly because they whiz by at 40 miles an hour. As the skater glides over the ice, the friction creates razor-sharp grooves that hold him in place through the tight curves. But when you look closer, the physics seem totally impossible, and the angles are sometimes unbelievable.
The concept behind the water is when the ice is dry, it's a little bit brittle. When we pour water on, it just gives the ice a little bit more grip, and we're actually not skating on the ice, we're actually skating on water. It's pretty cool, actually.
In the next few hours, we watch the team slice through the ice and go through training drill after training drill to prepare for competition.
When I'm completely immersed in my zone and focused, everything slows down. And I feel like I have a lot of time and a lot of space. When people watch on TV, they're like, oh my gosh, how did this guy just fit in this space? They're so tight. But for some reason, I can scan and I can see when this guy's going to slip, when this guy's going to move out, where there's an opening. And it may only be for like, a tenth of a second, if that. And boom, if I can fit in that hole, I will. That's what it's all about, never hesitating, and once you commit, you commit.
In between sets, Apollo and his coaches intently discuss and rebuild his form over and over again. After a while, it makes sense. A lifetime of training is literally riding on razor blades.
My motto this season and for the rest of this year is have no regrets. I want no regrets in my life. And that's why we push so hard. That's why we train so hard. That's why this morning, I knew I was going to be dead. I knew I was going to be hurting. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what it's about. This is what it's about, is when I'm dead, before I even get on the ice for the morning training, I go out there, I put in as much effort, and I focus like that's the last 2 hours of preparation for the games. That's a beautiful thing.
The end product is visually impressive, but it takes a lot more than just ice training to be truly great. Speed skating is a delicate balance of strength, agility, power, and precision. The athletes' dryland workouts include running, biking, and weightlifting. But on this day, we filmed one important portion of their training, the stair workout.
It's perfect for skating because we just finished kind of slow, long pushes on the ice. And what that essentially does, the stair training we do, it recruits all these muscles along your quads, your hips, your calf muscles, your ankles to fire at once. So like one cycle is every step, every third step, every fifth step. And then that's one set. And we do 14 sets of that. And then we did, the individual legs going up, 3 sets, going side, 3 sets, 3 sets. And then double leg was 3 sets as well.
They make it look easy, but you should know that this exercise took 45 minutes.
If you want to lose weight, doing some high-intensity training like that, you go slice through fat.
Lock and load. Load and lock.
After the stairs, Ono ran a mile on the outside track to warm down, and then finally took some time off to give me a quick lesson.
Try to push to the side. Think of yourself as crouching like a ball. You see this motion right here? These are your legs here. This is your back. You're sitting a little bit high, but what you want this to be parallel. So you want to be down about this much further. There you go. This is your back. You're sitting a little bit high, but what you want this to be parallel. So you want to be down about this much further. There you go. Okay. But sit back. There you go. All right. Do it on one leg. Oh shoot.
As you can see, I couldn't even get into the basic position, and it hurt. To think about being crouched in this ball for hours on end made me cringe.
That's not bad. It's not great, but hey, you're making progress. You're moving. Sometimes I feel like that.
After I waddled off the ice, Ono's intensity began to sink in. If you can believe it, leading up to the games, these athletes now do these training sessions 3 times a day.
The most important part in my mind is this stage right here, this preparation stage. As long as I go to the game prepared, and in my mind I prepared like nobody else has, and I can stand out there, opening ceremonies, closing ceremonies, and I can best represent the United States the best I can. I'm happy.
This is Sean Gregory reporting for Time.com.
خوش آمدین پس به افغانستان Illustrated. That was Apollo Ono که تمرین میکنه برای تیم امریکا. منال از برای بایاتلون گپ میزنیم. بایاتلون یکی از بر ما بسیار یک سپورت بسیار خوبیش است، بسیار دلچسب است. اصلا این برای عسکری تیار شده بود از نروژ، برای عسکرای نروژ یک ترینینگ، یک تمرین کردن برای ملیتری است که اول برای اسکینگ بود، بعد از او با کلابای اسکی برابر شده با نروژ با 1861. اسم اصلیش میلیتری پترول است، یک کامبینیشن اسکینگ است و شوتینگ و اولین بار در المپیک 1924 گذاشته شده بود. بعد از او دمونستریشن کردن و 1928 1936 و 1948، اما مشهور نشد تا در سالهای 1950 روسیه و سویدن بسیار خوش کردن شد و بسیار مشهور ساختن شد و بسیار پاپولار شد آخر با امریکا. در 1958 در استریا و در 1960 بسیار مهم وقت بود برای از این ورزش و یک بار دیگه با البرت ویل در 1992 که زنها را ماندن که اولین دفعه چی کنن. بسیار دلچسب است، بسیار کیلومتر و بسیار مایل امروزی میرن که مانده میکنن. بعد از او نشان انداختن است که ببینن کی هنوزم با نفس خود با موقع که تمرین کردن هنوزم خوب نشان دارن. لطفاً ببینیم یک کلیپ است از باره بایاتلون.